Uh,
Now, don't be racist. Hello, everyone.
Too late.
Yeah, I mean, it's us. Come on. Let's not beat around any bushes here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this free period's last art check. Today with me, I've managed to cajole and kidnap Bessic and Bleach. I managed to avoid getting shot. Now I'm surprised. Welcome, guys.
Is it not too late?
I mean, your wish is my command.
I mean, it's almost as
Wait,
if I had a. That's some good
I should have had a chamber closing sound for that.
That'd be cool. Though, I mean, the Bible says it's a sin, so why not just help a brother out, huh? No.
Maureen's also rather shocked. We're starting on time for a change.
Yes, we didn't have to spend 5 hours by waiting for Trym to swear at technology.
Yeah, I mean, I already did that shit, and apparently when I'm sleep deprived, my grammar is even worse, but my technological skill goes up a bit. So, I don't know.
There?
I don't know. It's a tit for tat trading thing. Fuck it, I'm not gonna question it.
Don't.
No.
That just leads to danger.
Yeah, it's one of those weird buff things. So, as you guys can see, I am back on doing the Sultan trying to sell you completely legal and kosher firearms. Nothing to worry about here, guys.
Kosher, you say?
Yeah, if I remember, if am I using that word correctly? Kosher is when it's all good, safe, it's
Well, one of the meanings, yes. Well, we'll stick with that because it's YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, it has another one too. Oh, great. I love it.
Yes.
I mean, it's not negative, but it's YouTube, so it'll take anything that's actually used in the proper legal context as something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes. YouTube is very indiscriminate. Or actually, more accurately, YouTube's AI. I assume it's an AI now, but YouTube's detection systems aren't great with context.
What now?
No. Exactly.
Because there are lots of words that we would like to use just in general without the subtext that we have to stop and go, no, wait, stupid people have given that a negative connotation, and YouTube caters to them, therefore we can't use that word anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the old word for cigarettes and bundle of sticks.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's actually so draconian that even words that are legally descriptive of an act, action, or attitude are now being yeeted off of YouTube.
The curry smell is strong in here.
Yes.
The neighbor is eating curry, by the way.
Jesus, Trym.
What? I'm not kidding you. They're actually eating curry.
Yes. Let's put it this way, Trym. Use the slang for smoking a cigarette in Australia has a very different context in the US.
Yeah, it does. I was about to say something else, but we're not in Rumble, so I cannot say that one.
No, but you want to keep your channel with a prayer of being monetized.
Yeah. Also, we don't want to take too much content away from the Sultans, now do we?
No.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So, how have you guys been doing lately? Bleach sent me a pretty cool picture.
Yeah, actually, I was meant to send that to you too, Bez. Actually, it should be loaded up.
Also, hello, Little Green Martian, Maureen, Callum, and Arden Party.
Yes. So, Trym.
Yes.
We'll start off by encouraging you to explain what the hell you're drawing.
Well, it's a continuation from the secondary merch sketch, which you inspired. It is the Sultan legally selling a very legit uh
Ah, ah.
replica.
Piece of sporting equipment.
Yes, a replica of a sporting equipment. There you go. In a completely legal and safe way.
See,
Yeah, and it's totally bold action, and it definitely has a YouTube compliant 29 round magazine.
Yes.
This is just a air rifle they use at the Olympics. He's just trying. Yeah, he's wanting to train people for the Olympics.
Yes.
Oh, that first one's awesome, Bleach.
Yeah.
You showed him.
It's also totally appropriate.
Exactly.
Hey, did you show him the one with the helmet?
Yes, that's the one I just showed.
That's
Oh,
the one I'm talking about.
That's my favorite. Oh man, well, what have you been doing this weekend, Bessic, aside from the usual?
Well, considering that it's now Tuesday.
Weekend, wackend, dude. I work half the fucking year. To me, weekend it's a frown.
A dirty word.
It's a weird concept at best.
Mm.
Oh, fuck! What? There's a song that wears something or other's dirty word. I'll have to look it up so I can reference it later. But
well, it's not the bird is the word, so you're safe there.
No, it's definitely not that one. No, I haven't really gotten up to anything interesting this weekend.
No.
But I do have to spend a lot of fucking money on Thursday.
Aw.
Tires.
Mm-hmm. Great.
I did get a discount though.
I don't need to know how.
Well, I just asked.
Oh. I didn't know
my car's
a
2000. Sometimes they are, because the car is a 2001 model, and I need to get the tires done because I've had the tires were on the car when I bought it, and that's a while ago now. So one of them is now losing air slowly, and if you're gonna replace one, you might as well replace the other three. Probably lost to the void.
Yeah, it looks like it's dead.
There we go. OBS is reconnected.
And we're back.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, this apparently is a new tradition we're in. Just a few minutes in, we will always have a disconnection, and then I return. It's just like me, for real, for real.
Right, where the fuck were you up to?
You were speaking about your car and how you managed to find a cheap dude to help you out with the cheap car.
Well done, Trym. You've completely ruined it.
You know, Trym.
What?
Have you considered making two versions of the Sultan with one where he's wearing a camouflage cloak?
Why not just make one with the camouflage coke?
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta have the standard, but you know.
Well, I mean, if Trym's paying attention to what he's doing, the cloak will be its own layer, so it'll just be a matter of copying the layer and going camouflaged.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
I mean, I do love having like 15,000 layers, so you know that's gonna be easy enough.
Yeah. Yes, as I was saying, yeah. So yes, one of the tires is leaking on the car is leaking air. Had the car forever, so all the tires are questionable. So if you're getting one done, you need to get them all done. And I need to pull everything out of the car anyway because I'm not going to leave it unattended. And while some other asshole has the keys.
Yeah.
And which means that the boot will be empty. And since, again, I don't trust the tyres, and the boot will be empty, I might as well get the spare tyre done as well.
Ah, good man.
And since I'm getting... And the price of the tyres is $107 each, and I'm getting 5 of them. So while I was on the phone with the guy, I'm like, look, I'm getting 5. Is there any chance you can do me a deal? Knock it down to like 500 round.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I can do that.
That's nice of him.
Yep. And all it cost was 3 seconds to ask.
I like when that happens.
So it's not a huge saving, but any saving's a saving.
It's kind of
I
like
mean,
how
a
my
dollar here, a dollar there.
Yeah, it helps a lot in the long run, and it's kind of like how I got my laptop. Got a pretty good deal just asking. That's good customer service, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
especially with car shit, you can quite often get a decent deal by asking. Especially if you're getting a lot of stuff done, you can get the individual prices reduced a bit.
exactly. Yeah, it's they're still getting more money at the end of the day. That's the big thing. Yeah,
Exactly. And it's
so,
not like
yeah.
I was asking for a massive discount. I'm like, dude, can I have $7 off per tire?
Oh, and Ramshackle Otter has slipped in.
Welcome.
And says that he would like a Trym avatar.
Oh,
Trym, where can you be given money to make things?
well, you see, I have a Ko-fi which you can use, or you can just add me on, you can DM me on either Discord or Twitter.
Yes, not X, because Elon can shove that one up his ass.
That's why it's shaped like an X.
The reason I like the Twitter, calling it Twitter, is because I can call it Twatter.
Yes. But also X is a stupid name.
X.
What do you call posts on X?
You call it post.
Wise?
No, you call it.
Oh.
Oh.
Lady Otter is taking umbrage at you, Bez.
I did not misgender you. I called you exactly the gender I intended. I can't even remember what I said.
I'll have you know, apparently, I'll have you know, Ramshackle Otter has a Ramshackle Beaver.
I apologize for Trym.
I'm a sailor. What do you want from me?
Better than that.
Yeah, at
Dude,
least give us like some humor.
You have known me for what, 3 or 4 years?
Trym, if you're gonna deliver a cringe punchline like that, can you at least deliver it with style?
No. The fuck is style?
I mean, or even worse, if you're gonna do something like that, could you at least?
I was kind of expecting you to do that, but
I had to get to the right screen.
fair enough. I'm kind of busy with doing the whole drawing thing, so that would be a multitasking level above me.
Yes, and
Hey, look at that! I get a pass. Let's go. Also, it's tidy. Good, very good.
Yes,
have I done a
Trym's
good
what they
first
call
impression?
bisexual.
Huh?
Half the time he's straight and half the time he's on the bike.
That's why it's fun bringing you guys along. You do the best birds. I never get to be rare with you guys.
No, just well done.
Very sometimes, Jesus.
Right, got fucking crisp. How badly burnt? They don't fuck around at the crematorium.
I mean, good thing I'm a pyromaniac. I mean, what? For legal reasons, that's a joke. I swear.
No, but Trym, being a pyromaniac isn't actually illegal.
Oh.
No.
Just like many other things, manias aren't technically illegal in and of themselves. It's just that the things that you need to do to enjoy it are often and sometimes always illegal.
So what you said is that I should make a flag and focus my entire existence around that.
Well, no, just don't burn other people's shit and you'll be fine.
Just burn your own.
Your terms are acceptable.
Go onto Google and look up Svalbard fire code and see when you're allowed to have an open flame, and then you're set.
When I take over my house, I'm gonna burn shit in my backyard and no one can fucking stop me.
The fire department might have something to say about that.
Apparently you've never...
Also, the downwind neighbors might also not like burning shit.
Apparently,
it is very effective.
Apparently you've never lived in a Norwegian farm.
I mean,
You have
You live
no.
in an
isn't it
Norwegian
obvious?
We have our own every farm, almost every single farm has their own area dedicated to just burning shit.
Well, yes, but that's irrelevant to what the government's opinion on the matter is.
Yeah. Well, in Norway, the government doesn't
And
really
as
bother. They know the fire.
well, true, fire can't really spread when it's surrounded by solidified water.
Yes.
Yes. Although
Oh, sun.
it does need to be said, we didn't start the fire.
Da, 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 da,
It was
da.
always burning since the world's been turning, and I'm gonna fucking shoot you.
God. Hey guys, remember when the college college humor was funny and they made the parody? We didn't start
No.
the flame war.
I don't remember when College Humor was funny.
Fair enough. I mean, it's been so long, and it's such a rare thing these days.
I am yet to see it. Also, I'm with that musical interlude. I'm reminded of the name of the song, so I can just double check. There you go. There's a song called "Ego Is Not a Dirty Word," which is by Skyhooks, who also do a song called "Women in Uniform."
Oh, hello.
Hmm.
I like those.
Yes, and I've been for years. I've been trying to find the video clip they used to play on TV here. It was great.
The Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a one on YouTube that's close, but not quite, because of course they gave examples, and it's fantastic.
Ooh. Examples are nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
I
maybe-
also recommend a song that has become more and more topical. Horror movie. And it's the first line is, "Watch a horror movie right there on my TV. Would you like to guess what the horror movie is?"
the news.
Yes.
Is it a
Actually is
episode of The
news.
Sultans?
I consider well, we would be sort of like a horror comedy. Let's be fair.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, and
Oh boy.
Ramshackle says all men are pyromaniacs. I firmly believe that this is true.
Yes,
This is undeniable fact.
we like fire.
Yes, it's a primal urge.
Yes. Man, I want to set something up. What?
I mean,
There's nothing wrong with that, Trym.
I mean, there's
As long as it's yours and legal.
Yeah, totally, both of those. Yeah.
Which, without going deep into the politics, it's why I don't give a shit about people who burn flags. As long as it's their flag. It's like, you bought that to burn it, did you, dickhead?
can't say what I want to say. Never mind.
No. Though I will say that I do get great catharsis when the idiots stand downwind of it and it's like, yeah, I bet that's not made of cotton. Inhale those carcinogens from that burning plastic.
Mm.
You get
Don't
what
you
deserve.
just- Don't you just love a little bit of carcinogen in the morning? Smells like victory and death.
Romans liked it too. They liked the smell of Carthaginians.
No, carcinogens, not Carthaginians. Jesus.
I'm not sure if that was well played or just a Trymism.
It's Trym. It's like, it might actually be both.
Pretty much. Let's be honest. I'm not even sure, dude. I'm half asleep right
Speaking
now.
of Trymisms,
Hello. Oh, wait. Let me guess.
four
You're gonna
spelling errors.
Yeah, I knew it.
Keep
Keep bitching about grammar. I have my excuse.
2 sentences.
It's technically your fault for not wrangling me. So ha.
I was in the car because some asshole wants to stream at midnight.
Get good then. What it's midnight? What did it talk about? It's 4 p.m.
No, it's 10 in the morning.
Fuck you.
Hold on, let me check. I'll be damned. Trym actually got it right.
Holy shit! I remember my PMs and AMs.
Wow.
for now.
Give me like 5
We'll
minutes.
ask again in an hour.
Don't expect it to last, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
Ooh. Marku's going to the range.
Hey,
ooh, speaking of fire,
that's why it's called a firearm.
it's lots of fire. It's lots of small contained fire.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, literally, yes.
that propels small objects made of heavy metals.
Yes.
Don't have to be heavy metals, but
Okay.
it's more fun that way.
It is.
Well, at least as long as it's not the movie heavy metal being thrown at you, you're.
Yes.
I kind of like that.
So, this gets to be topical since Trym is drawing a fully licensed arms dealer.
He and manufacturer.
Also
FFL.
a political representative. Very soon.
We could hope.
Sure.
We can
But
do
for YouTube reasons, we are drawing a fully licensed, fully operational FFL.
Yes.
Yep.
Completely above board and totally legal.
Probably a
Totally
class 3
illegal,
SOC.
right?
So, well done, LGM. Hey, Trym.
Which one?
What time is it in Juliet time, Trym?
Okay, I don't know if we should tell it, but does Marku have any idea who he's talking to?
Yes. That's why he asked.
Yes, also it was LGM that asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, LGM. Yeah. See. I mean, already I'm proving it.
Well, if you'd been on the Sultans when we were telling chat this.
Fine, I'll listen to the fucking recording. Jesus Christ.
Eh?
I think you had a spat about that last stream too. I don't remember. It's like is it Romeo and Juliet time or some shit?
No.
Not quite.
I don't fucking know.
No Shakespeare. Shakespeare did not invent Juliet time.
I don't know. Then what's the other one?
Well, there's two big ones. There's Zulu time and Juliet time.
Oh, right. So
Juliet time is the one you say to really annoy the shit out of soldiers and other members of the military. You give them a 24-hour time and then go, Juliet. And you get dirty fucking looks.
So that is Juliet is home country time and Zulu time is local area time?
Not quite. Zulu is GMT, Juliet is local.
Oh. Why does this shit have to be so overly complicated?
But where you really annoy them is when you're in a different location and you ask them for the time in Juliet, and then they're like,
Oh boy. Yeah, I'd be fine.
If you've ever watched, this is a general comment. If you've ever watched Jag, every time they change locations or times or whatever, it pops up as something or other Zulu. And it's useless because it's like 2100 Zulu and it's the middle of the bloody day. It's like, no, show it in Juliet time, especially when they go to the other side of the world.
Well, I don't know. I like the fact that Belisario was that anal retentive about the TV show, where he's like, no, we're doing it this way.
Sorry, but he could have picked the time zone of, I don't know, Virginia.
Yeah.
Country roads take me home.
No,
I mean,
well,
actually, no. That is incorrect. That song is a hot, steaming pile of lies.
Well, I that much I was aware of, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. The John Denver song, "Take Me Road," "Take Me Roads, Country Home." Yeah. It's early. I haven't had my third cup of coffee. Okay.
Wait,
That's funny.
Yeah, it talks about the Shenandoah River. It's like, but that's in Virginia.
So he fucked up his geography.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like "Take Me Home," no, I can't remember the line about Shenandoah River. It's like if he'd mentioned like the Monongahela or something like that, fine. No,
But he got the wrong state. That's something Trym would do.
because
Yeah, he's the proto Trym.
think not even. I wouldn't make a level of insult. There might be like a corner that goes through, but it's like this nebulous place called
Virginia?
no. It's like there's a little specific little area,
Hell.
Yeah.
like Point of Rocks or something like that, where it's like it kind of goes through there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, Harper's Ferry, Point of Rocks. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a 20-mile stretch of a multi-hundred-mile long river that goes through West Virginia. So unless he's talking about Harper's Ferry or Millville, the song's a lie.
Yeah. Right. So, because yes, licensed arms dealer. So it's vaguely on topic.
Yes.
Bleach and I have a movie that we want Trym. Well, I won't have a movie that I want Bleach and Trym to watch. But Bleach and I have decided that Trym needs to do homework before he can watch the movie. And I'm not going to say the movie that we want Trym to watch because someone might spoil it. Because we want Trym to be going into it blind.
You guys have no idea. They spent 2 hours after last stream going through a heavy list of movies to watch. All military movies, I'm all for it, but I didn't expect to get that kind of shit thrown at me.
But I asked Trym a really obscure question that was kind of obscure, so that if Bleach didn't exactly know, it wouldn't spoil it for him. But Bleach knew, and Trym had no fucking clue. So it's like, okay, in order for you to get the context of this movie, you need to do homework and you need to do pre-learning for the movie. So then we gave Trym a list of movies that he needed to watch.
Yes.
How many did we get up to?
I'm going to read them out and we'll find out.
All right.
And the funny thing is, that is just the ones you deem to be absolutely necessary. Well, there were, what, 5
there
or
were a
6
couple in
movies
there
you
that
passed?
there were a few movies that we said that Trym should watch, but they weren't, but not for the historical accuracy value and the educational part. It's just because they're great movies.
Yeah. Well, although there is one that is based a almost documentary level of an incident in one man's life, To Hell and Back with Audie Murphy. Yeah.
Yes.
They actually had to dumb it down.
So that was the first movie that we came up with, To Hell and Back. Did we tell Trym to watch Das Boot?
Yes.
Yes, but I tell everybody to watch Das Boot.
Yes, that's right.
You watch the theatrical version, and then if you liked it, you go watch the 6-hour version.
Yeah. So, the movies that we have recommended Trym to watch, in order to prepare himself for the movie that I actually want him to watch, To Hell and Back, To Brook, the 67 version, The Longest Day, A Bridge Too Far,
Yep.
Frost Troop 1917 was Bleach. The King's Choice.
No, I've already seen that, and it's not the King's Choice. It's the King's No.
Or in this case, the King's Nay.
Yes, Kongens Nej.
I would like to point out that I'm descended from the British, and as such, I'm not obligated to learn your filthy peasant language.
You're obligated to, alright?
Come and make me.
Fight!
But yes, anyway, the Kongens Ni, the Kongens that say Ni.
We are the kings who say nee, nee.
Yeah. Hold on. I was supposed to keep it count of these. Where were we? To Hell and Back, to Brook, the 67 one, of course.
Yep.
The Longest Day, Bridge Too Far, Frost Troop, that's 5. The King's Knee, That is 6. Fly the Phoenix, 7. Tora Tora Tora, which is 8. Play Dirty was mentioned. I think I mentioned that, though, as a holy shit, what is this cast?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
with Michael Caine, Nigel Davenport, Nigel Green, and Harry Andrews. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Then there was Sahara for the 43 one, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's boring as balls, but it's interesting. Or rather, the setting's interesting.
It's also one of those. It's kind of like a cavalcade, because it was 43, a cavalcade of the allies of the West getting together, kind of a movie.
Yep. Because who was the most? Because there was an interesting character, and who was it? The captain.
No,
The one who walks in.
Are you thinking the sergeant?
Sergeant
Major?
Major Tamble.
Yeah. Oh, that guy was a fantastic actor too.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. That Humphrey Bogart.
Ramshackle,
And there's the Dirty Dozen.
Ramshackle Otter asks, ever seen Aguirre, The Wrath of God?
Ooh.
I don't think I've ever heard of it. It. Wrong time period. But I've fucking seen that actor's face in that fucking stupid helmet before, though.
Yeah. It's like, what, Klaus Kinski or something like that?
Yep, Klaus Kinski. Oh, Lord. Fucking... that's good for... Oh, it's on YouTube. That might be good for a fucking laugh.
Can you post a picture in Discord?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're not making a generic list of war movies, Prime. We're making a list of war movies that Trym needs to watch to give him the cultural and historical context to watch a different movie. Plus a couple of bonus movies that are just frigging awesome.
War movies tend to be very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the Dirty Dozen, which I think we just put in because it's a fun movie.
Yeah, and same with like Go for Broke and Sahara.
Yeah.
No, so Sahara kind of fits into the context of
Sahara because I think it's a slow movie, but because it's slow, it carries a lot of context for the desert front in movie form.
Yes.
You guys know the best part about this? They're repeating things verbatim for the 2-hour long discussion afterwards. This is good.
Yep.
Yes. And these are all movies that Trym just needs to watch to give him the context for the movie that I actually want him to watch.
Yeah, he actually both of them actually got upset at me for like wanting to try and watch it before any of these.
Well,
correct, because
the problem is it's a movie that you very specifically cannot enjoy if you don't have the historical context.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
it's something where for the movie we want Trym to watch, he needs to know about the individual.
Yeah, and he needs to know about several individuals, and he needs to know about Operation Overlord.
Yes. Which he didn't understand what that was.
Hey, I know Operation... Oh, fucking hell.
He did not know what Operation Overlord was.
I know it. That was one of the few times I was pulling your fucking legs, guys.
Were you?
Yes.
So
you do understand that you are the voice that's cried what's that? The boy that's cried what's that?
What's that?
Yes.
And who dat?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I understand you disbelieve me, but I do know Operation.
Trym, do understand
Yeah?
that you had one job, and that job was to check the video comments or anything that might be too sensitive. You then proceeded to not remember who Uncle Ted was.
Yes. Dude, I'm not good about Unabomber, okay? Jesus.
Oh. And then he goes and mentions it.
What? It's for historical reasons. There we go.
Yes, I know, but no, I am just having a go at you, but
I
you deserve
know.
it.
I kind of deserve it.
But yeah, so that's the list of World War II movies that we recommend Trym watch because they're, for the most part, good movies, but they also provide the context of the time period that is needed to understand the movie we actually want him to watch.
And this is completely out of context, but if anybody wants to watch a really fantastic, yeah, it's the acting stilted, but it was made in 1919, but a really fantastic war movie. It is The Lost Battalion, 1919, because the cast are the soldiers that were there.
Did Sabaton do a song about them as well?
I think so, yeah.
It's Sabaton, they probably did. Google, tell me.
I mean, let's see.
Yep.
Lost Battalion. The guy.
Lost Battalion.
1919.
That's when the movie was made.
Gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
What about one thing? One of my favorite Sabaton songs is 82nd All the Way. What is that?
Yeah.
Does
So
that
that's
have a
about
movie?
Sergeant York.
Yeah. Does it have its own movie?
Yes. It's called Sergeant York. It stars Gary Cooper.
Let me do a quick check of the Google Maps, Bleach.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Prime. Well, there were actually, I think, at least 2 movies with Clint Eastwood, but the one you're probably thinking of is Where Eagles Dare, which is fantastic, fictional, but it's a fantastically fun movie.
I watched a comedy movie yesterday starring Sylvester Stallone from pretty fucking early in the days. It's called Oscar.
No, not First Blood.
Did you know that the Argonne Forest is only 200 kilometers from Lille?
Yes.
I'll just leave that there.
I've been to the Argonne.
Of course you have.
I mean, why does this shock anybody? It's like...
Yeah, no one's shocked by this. Just a shame it's in France.
Yeah, well... See, the French have, like, 2 redeeming things.
Jeez.
They've got great World War I sites that are fairly well preserved. And they have cheese.
And... Bond SNAs too, though. I mean...
What?
It's essentially French manga, if you want to get... It's not comics, it's better than comics.
If it's not Tintin, I'm not interested.
Yeah, Tintin is a Bond SNA.
Only good media to ever come out of France. I'll die on that hill too.
I'm trying to figure out what an argument against that would be, and I just don't have one.
Is it the Three Musketeers? That's probably the argument.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's a very elite club there, though.
Well, they also they do have some very good museums.
That's what all France is good for, these museums.
Yeah. Elgin is pointing out that Tintin was Belgian.
Makes sense, but I do believe it was published by
Belgian, French, potato.
I want you to say that to Everard.
No, the thing is, Everard isn't here to fucking stop me, so you know. If he wants to correct me, he's welcome to get on here.
Oh, fucking Everard. He didn't tell me where he lived, but he said he was 200 kilometers from a certain town. And then I looked at the map and I'm like, Chris, you do realize there's like 20 meters of Belgium that's 200 meters from this town.
Yeah.
Belgium
It-
is a
it-
small country.
Yeah, it is. It's tiny.
Speaking of the Argonne, would you like to know the other expeditionary force that was stationed there?
And I know the Australians spent a lot of time in France in World War One.
Right, but more up towards the north and into Belgium and Mons and places like that.
Is this Second World War or First World War?
First,
All right.
it's going to be a really wild answer, but
Okay, go on.
The wild cants, mate.
no. Siam.
So what now?
Siam. It's now
Gesundheit.
Thailand.
Oh well, fuck me sideways.
Yeah.
Because yeah, well there you go.
They had the Siamese Expeditionary Force.
Oh,
Well there you bloody. That's hilarious.
so a bunch of
And-
people linked through birth? Fancy.
Yeah, and the fantastic part is they actually were a active part of the signing of the Treaty of Versailles.
Oh,
Yeah. Fucking Treaty of Versailles.
Fucking everything up for
Pro
hundreds
tip:
of
if
years.
you're ever going to go on a war of conquest, fucking
Actually do it.
keep it.
yeah.
And actually conquer the bloody place. Don't just walk in, fuck shit up, leave, and then go, oh yeah, in exchange for fucking you up, you now need to pay us lots and lots of money. That
Mhm.
totally won't cause any fucking problems with the economy that could be exploited.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a
And
conversation.
we'll leave that there before that wanders into spicy territory.
Yeah. Actually, I had a discussion with my family about this on the 17th, and they everyone actually believed they're more focused on the Second World War than the first one, and they got surprised.
I
when-
wonder why.
Yeah, right. They were actually surprised that Germany wasn't the ones who started the First World War.
No, but they sure as shit jumped in with both feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, considering
And-
the
well-
idiots they were allied with, they had to carry that fucking war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean that war would have started that year regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They were just waiting for what's the word?
Casus belli.
Casus belli, yeah.
Yeah.
that's the
let's
one.
see. What was the German plan of invading Belgium? Was it the Schlieffen plan?
Correct.
Yes. That's
Yes.
one of the few things I remember.
But well, and isn't that how they screwed? What the moronic French government thought they were going to do the second time?
Oh yeah, they thought they were gonna fold like Sedan in
Yeah.
the 1870 war.
But it's amazing for a country of artists. The French were really fucking unimaginative in the 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we've got that big ass forest. Can't get a mechanized fighting force through that. Meanwhile, logging companies, towns, assholes, farms, massive fucking roads straight through it.
Mhm. Well, I
And they didn't
will
even
say,
bother to send a dude to look.
what got me, because I drove through that area because I wanted to see what the big damn deal was, why they thought it was impenetrable. And even driving on like the old country roads that were still back there, it's like, yes, if you actively defended here, you could slow down an armored column, but you have
If
to be
you're actually
really stupid
defending
to not defend it.
Well, that's the thing. They thought it was completely impassable, but it wasn't completely impassable. It was readily defendable, but they're like, oh no, they'll never get through there, don't bother. And then they didn't even bother to look.
Basic. You have to understand, it was by French standards impassable. By German standards, it was a slight incline.
It was a
No,
mild
by
challenge.
anyone with eyes standards.
I stand
was
by
a
what
mild
I
challenge.
stand by what I said.
But no. And like, yeah, they built all these defenses along the border and then just stopped because they didn't want to annoy whoever it was. What country was it that they didn't want to annoy? My European geography's rusty. I'm used to going 4,000 miles in any direction and still being in the same country. 4,000 miles is a stretch. 4,000 kilometers is possible, I think. Maybe. No, it's not quite that. But it's I can go hundreds of kilometers and be in the same country. I'm not.
Hey, here's an example. I can drive for 1.5 hours and be in Sweden. Bessic needs to drive that and more in order to get there near.
I can drive an hour and a half and be in my city still.
Yes.
But that's not technically true, but it's not far off either.
If you guys want to torture me, you gotta put me through something like that, because I will make Carmageddon look like a.
Yeah, the French didn't want to piss off the Dutch or something, and then they had just stopped their massive defensive line. The Germans are like, lol, and just walked through the Netherlands.
Wait, who gives a shit about the Dutch?
Exactly, not even the Dutch.
Well, at the time, the French were being a bunch of pussies, like, oh, but they might attack us if we start building military defenses on the border.
Yeah, well, the Maginot Line was a mistake.
It was a horrendous waste of money if they weren't going to complete it.
Well, yeah, and the other big thing, they took the lessons of Verdun and thought, oh, if we just do it the entire length of our border, and I guess we'll only go this far. We've got other things to do, like make love to our mistresses and things like that.
Like the Germans in Buda, Oh, this is a nice train line. Let's stop here. Dumbasses. Do you know how many Norwegian people actually said that I wish they stayed long enough to finish the fucking railway?
That's hilarious.
That's a recurring theme even among the younger generations.
Well, here's one for the geography of Europe. I've looked on Google Maps, and if you were to drive from Hamburg to Paris, you could go anywhere in the Netherlands and add only an hour to your trip.
Huh. Interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Because I have looked at possible adventures. Not that I'd ever drive to Paris, but although they need to get rid of the bed bugs for starters.
Is that what you're calling them?
I like to call.
Well, they actually do have bed bug infestations too.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Oh yeah, have you seen the fucking picture? It's fucking.
We won't go into why they have bed bugs. So that's exactly what you think.
Remember, folks, if you hear a dog whistle, you're the dog.
No. Yeah, if dog whistle you do here, dog you are, yes?
Dog you are, yes.
Dog you are. If dog whistle you hear. Mm-hmm.
Powerful offended was he.
Oh, good memes.
Guys.
I'm looking for that t-shirt.
Yes.
Hey, Bessic, chill. Future chill.
Yes, at some point we'll be whacking this bloody thing onto some merchandise to sell through the Sultans, and you'll be able to buy this shit because it's actually merchable, but it's not Trym merch. No. Many of the other designs that you've seen Trym draw on other things, you can buy from Trym's store that he's done exactly fuck all with.
I'm just thinking, if you take the layers of the AK-50 here, the thing that vaguely looks like it,
yes.
Maybe you should find a certain Texan representative that might want a sticker made out of something like that.
Well,
I mean,
Now,
I'd
now
ha-
let the
I'd have to consult I'd have to consult someone who can read, but but I'm not sure that consulting is necessary.
You just don't know.
Hmm.
Oh,
the first of all said representative has to be able to actually give half a shit about me, small Norwegian dude.
you gotta try, Trym. Shoot your shot.
I'm not shooting against a Texan. Holy shit! I want to live.
No. That's why you aid Texans.
Oh.
They'll be your friend and give you brisket.
God, I want to taste brisket.
Hmm.
Like a proper American made.
I guess I'm going to be going and stopping on my way home for brisket. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So, right, that's the other thing we were talking about. We were talking about before the show, but then we decided to save for it. So we've mentioned the movies that we want Trym to watch to get familiar with the geopolitical historical context.
That's one way. That's one word for it.
But we then started talking about books that that Trym could listen to on audio potentially to also educate himself.
Because
Mhm.
people, I'm. In case you didn't know, I have a hard time reading.
I mean, being illiterate is a pain.
Yeah, surprising. I know.
Yep. So it's like, do we get him to? I asked, it's like, do we get Trym to read or go through All Quiet on the Western Front? And Bleach is like, nah, fuck that garbage, and read Storm of Steel instead.
Yes.
The movie was
And then
interesting.
I wanted to ask Bleach if he'd heard of a different book, but we thought that would make for better content here. Mr. Bleach,
Yes.
have you ever heard of From the City, From the Plough?
Oh.
Is that House Mountain Park?
Who wrote it?
Alexander Barron.
And I'd say I'm ignorant on this.
It is apparently All Quiet on the Western Front, but for World War II.
Ooh.
And not.
Really?
Yes.
Really? All right.
But it's written as fiction, but it is actually a thinly disguised memoir. But because it's marketed as fiction, he gets to play with the inner thoughts of them and minds of the characters.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I like when
He also he was also a communist. Then he went to war, and then he was not a communist.
Oh, already my seal of approval.
Yes.
He was British, I believe.
So
yeah. British communists
Maidenhead,
can be
Berkshire.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yes, claiming to feature the 5th Battalion Wessex Regiment. Though apparently it was based in almost entirely directly off the 5th Battalion of some other regiment. Because it was marketed as, according to good old Lindy Bates, when this book was marketed, people were like, oh yeah, this is really good. It tells the story of the ordinary soldier. And then as people are reading, it's like, hold on a second. I served in this unit.
Yeah. I think I remember where I've encountered his work before. It was it Poldark? I think it was. It's like
maybe.
It might have that might
I'm
have
not
been
sure if
more
he
of
ever
a
did another book.
screenplay.
Poldark? What is that?
It's a Elizabethan time period set movie miniseries or something like that. I don't remember much of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't his work, but I thought he did some script doctoring or something like that on there. Like screenwriting.
Maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about any of his other stuff. I don't think that's his.
No, he didn't write it, but I thought he adapted it for TV.
No, he was. I don't think he would have been the guy to do that.
You know,
Though there
Ramshack.
are multiple authors with the same name, so it could have been a different Alexander Barron.
And he wrote a screen adaptation for Hound of the Baskervilles from 1982.
Are we sure this is the same Alexander Barron?
I mean, from the city to the plow, from the plow, 1948.
Okay. Assuming they haven't screwed it up, but yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Ramshack Lauder seems to know her lore.
So, Berkshire. Fine. Winston Graham, Georgian. Okay. I might have to watch Poldark again, just because I'm fascinated with period pieces that are written well. If it's written
There's
well.
so few that meet all those criteria.
Yeah, I know. Now, they probably haven't made anything since like the 1970s. And then it's like
movies. I'm pretty sure it's World War II. What is it? Bridge over the River Kwai, which isn't over the River Kwai, and there were two bridges. But
yes,
I don't know what it is. I can't stand that movie.
You know, for me, I think the big hang up is like the commando raid side of it, where it's like Alec Guinness's character should have come to the realization on his own and then sabotaged it at the end rather than, like a moment of clarity.
Possibly part of why it seems so weird is that the character doesn't actually, the main character doesn't actually act like the guy he was based off of. So maybe if he actually did, the movie wouldn't feel weird. But there's something for me, there's just something about the movie that feels weird, and I just don't like it.
Yeah, it's in some ways it's a technical masterpiece as the way, how it's filmed, the structure of the story.
It's
but there are certain elements that
film, but I just don't like it. And I think a lot of that's the script working, and again, it's so fucking slow.
Yeah, I like a good plotting movie though, if it's done right, and that one.
But it's hard to do it right, and I don't think that Bridge Over the River Kwai pulls that off.
Yeah. Maybe not for yourself, but it does work for me in a lot of ways.
That's good, because I have much the same problem with Sahara. Like, it's not a movie that I'd ever choose to watch again. But
it's worth watching to know if you like it or not. I won't seek it out, but if it comes on, I'm not changing the channel because there's usually nothing else.
Usually. But also, again, for Trym, we've recommended it not because it's a great movie. I mean, it's not a bad movie technically or anything, but it's not if it's not the movie I'm going to look for if I want a war movie for war movieing.
Yes,
but again, for setting the context, it's pretty good.
This is the part where homework comes in, huh?
Yeah, and
this is the work part of it.
The thing that you have to keep in mind with watching a movie like Sahara is it's wartime propaganda.
It pretty much is, yeah.
It's like you if you know that, it kind of changes the context. But that's maybe that's why I still can watch it. Where because there's certain movies where it's like, well, this is just utter garbage. But if it was set during the war, it's like, okay, this makes sense.
It's also based on several previous works. It's based on the novel Patrol by Philip MacDonald. Does that sound familiar for some reason? Why does that sound vaguely familiar for some reason?
I don't. Patrol.
And an incident depicted in the Soviet film The 13 from 1937.
Interesting. Well, so there
It was
is
then remade in. Interestingly, Sahara was remade as the Last of the Comanches.
really.
Yes. I think I would recommend, knowing nothing about it other than the name and the fact that it's based on Sahara, watching Last of the Mohicans instead.
Yeah. If you want to watch Last of the Mohicans, you gotta watch the one with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Is that the one with
yes,
the
and then
the very popular theme in it?
Yes. Yep.
and then it was then again remade in 1995 as a made-for-television war movie. And oh my god, just the poster looks like crap.
It's like Joe
do not-
Belushi or yeah.
Jim Belushi, yeah, it's like, for the love of God, do not watch that version.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's going to be utter fucking garbage. In fact, maybe we should just make Trym watch the 1936 Soviet film.
I
Probably.
mean,
I mean, you can just get the full film, though it may be a touch in Russian. Yeah, it's a little bit out of copyright.
Hey, Bleach, you recommended you did recommend I don't think it was Soviet, maybe Polish or something, about a kid going to war for the Soviet side, and he ends up getting completely fucked over, and you can see the kid just growing older, just through sheer weight.
Not literally all quiet on the Western Front.
Minus the Soviet part, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Second World War movie.
Man, I've recommended so many.
It's a
no, it's
it's
not
a-
Red Rowan.
Let's come and see.
I think it's coming.
Yeah, it's come.
That
and
might have
see.
been Come and See, yeah.
Yeah,
Soviet Belarusian.
Yeah.
Yep, that'd
Yep,
be it.
that's it.
because I remember there were a lot of things. It seemed a bit evergreen in the beginning, and then it just becomes fucked up. You even see one
Oh
of the
no,
girls
fuck
you
that
meet.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
oh, God,
was-
2 hours 20 minutes. No, I can think of a million things I'd rather do.
yeah, but like
Prime, I don't
watched
think we have Trym ready for Gulag Archipelago yet. Yeah.
Gulag fuck word.
Especially with Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes. We have not. Trym is not prepared for Gulag Archipelago. I'm not prepared for Gulag Archipelago.
It's on my shelf.
Fucking dense. Have you read it?
I
Or do you
started it
just
a
open
couple
the
times.
cover, look at how dense the words are, and then go maybe later?
I get to like through the introduction, and I'm like, I don't really need this level of depression in my life right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it that bad?
You
mean,
read it and find out.
The words themselves.
Read around and find out,
Yeah,
Trym.
there you go.
Let's put it this way, Trym. It's not fiction.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Is it worse than the reports from that Japanese encampment that did all the experiments on Chinese?
It's different.
Oh,
I'm
It's
that-
different,
oh no.
but it's
I-
it's in narrative, ish.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It is
An experience.
intense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I'd describe it from everybody that I've heard that's read it.
It's
intense.
based on interviews, Trym.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
How old is
Like I
this?
said, Trym is not ready for Gulag Archipelago.
How old is this book?
It's like from the 50s.
Oh.
I'm
Oh
not-
wait, is this the one that kind of inspired World War Z's?
No.
No, written between 58 and
1973.
68.
73 was published though.
Yeah,
Holy.
published in 73.
Ah. The boundless depths of human depravity.
Yes, also known as communism, made fun and easy.
Yes.
What's that about the governments of the Commonwealth?
Well, they're trying.
God, I hate communism.
They're succeeding.
Yeah.
Just for everybody who's new here's notice, in case you haven't guessed, we're not really
Yeah.
open for communism here.
To end the thought without going into specifics, we share the same opinion on communism that is expressed by
Most
Liberty
polls.
Prime.
Yeah. I was going to say most polls post 1989, but
I haven't
Yes.
killed any people, only communists.
Trym.
What?
oh,
I was
yeah.
trying to be subtle.
Yeah.
I was whistling really loudly, Trym. Couldn't you hear it?
Nah,
He
sorry.
did. That's why he came running.
Woof.
Oh dear, but that's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's.
Go watch a compilation of Liberty Prime quotes. We'll figure it out. And you'll have a great time.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
So what other books are there that Trym should get an audio version of? Because there's what was the
Tom Sawyer?
Well, yes, but I'm thinking World War II.
Oh,
And I may read Tom Sawyer to Trym on the Sultans.
You
For
did
shits and
promise
gigs.
me.
I
haven't touched a single Mark Twain book because you said you're gonna read for me.
Well, we'll start with Connecticut Yankee, and then we'll work our way into the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
The original Isekai.
I did see a claymation movie about Mark Twain though. That was kind of cool.
And that was it. The one with the mysterious stranger in it, I think.
Basically Satan speaking through a mask.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I thought it was really cool. Though I'm a big fan of stop motion and claymation in general.
Did you know that Ray Harryhausen's first full, like him doing it on his own, was from was the Creature from 20,000 Leagues or something like that, or Beast from 20,000? It was like 1953.
20,000 fathoms.
Yeah.
How the hell did you just
Fantastic.
pull that out of your ass?
It's
Hey,
Bleach.
what can I say?
In 1953.
It's Bleach.
Yeah.
His anus is cavernous.
It's a magical place. It's been bleached just for this.
It's bleached for your enjoyment.
Sadly, his movies really, really do not hold up. Not through no fault of his, but I don't know.
there was somebody out there that had changed the frame rate and like just took the raw footage,
not a bad idea.
changed the frame rate to what can be done with modern cameras. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, if you up
He's
the frame rates.
He's the one who did the skeletons and the Argonaut, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, because I've seen the one where it upscaled like 60
Ooh.
frames. That was fucking awesome.
Actually, that here's an idea, Bleach.
Hmm.
AI interpolation.
Ooh.
That's a word? Interpolation?
Yes.
The fuck is that?
Add more frames.
Oh,
So you know how movies are generally in 24 frames a second, right, Jim?
yes.
He says to the person who's currently YouTubing.
Yeah.
Right. What's the refresh rate, hertz, or frame rate of your computer monitor, Trim?
30? 64?
Possibly, or it could be 60.
It's either
It's
64
probably
or
not
30.
64. It could be 60, or you could be American and it'll be like 59 point something.
Yes. Because we want to be accurate on something.
Well, because they had to somehow use fucking black magic voodoo witchcraft to add color to the to the black and white signal, and I think a side effect of that was we need to cut the frame rate by like 0.03.
Pretty much, yeah.
Weird.
It's black
little
magic
annoying.
voodoo.
So adding
And
colors
that was
to
the birth
things is
of
black
never the
magic.
same color. The American other TV system was black magic. Then again,
Yes.
TVs.
So what Bessic is saying, everyone, is that adding multiple colors or something is black magic.
Trym,
What?
for the love of.
What? I just made a stupid joke.
Yeah.
It was very stupid.
Yes. It's me, you know?
But yeah, going back. So going back to what we were talking about before, trimmed all over the place.
I'm gonna trim.
Clean up after yourself, Trym.
No.
Movies are usually filmed in 24 frames per second, but some movies, often stop motion, were filmed even slower. What was the frame rate of Argonauts?
Oh,
15,
God.
18.
Or Sinbad? Oh god, he did like 17 Sinbad movies. That doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Jason and the Argonauts frame rate. Trym, do you know why it's called a frame rate?
Rating frames per second, something or other. I don't fucking know.
Yes.
I mean, he got it. Actually, I'm
Oh.
shocked.
Me too.
I just made a guess.
No. Yeah.
People are claiming that Jason and the Argonauts was 24 frames a second. I would query that immensely.
Yeah.
I don't know if that movie was actually done at 24 frames a second, but we'll work with 24 frames a second. So, and we'll work with 60 frames per second for a modern frame rate as well, because that makes the math more interesting. It actually makes the math easier. So, Trym, you have a movie that has 24 frames a second.
Yes.
The human eye can distinguish frames at really high frame rates of at least 60 frames a second.
Yes.
So, if movement looks if the movement looks staggered at 24 frames per second, what would happen if you shoved 2 more frames in between each of the original frames?
It would look smoother, or unless
Yes.
it's scuffed.
Well, exactly. So adding the frames in between is called interpolation. I think interpolation rather than interpolation. It's technically correct, but it sounds weird.
Mm-hmm.
Interpolation. So, but you need to make these other frames, Trym. How do you do that? Well, you throw a computer at it for a couple of months.
Okay. So like how I throw you
That's
at
the current
editing.
way. Yeah. Traditionally, when they wanted to interpolate, they did weird computer blurring things. What?
Yeah.
A morph. They did a morph between the two, and that's where you can get really fucking weird frames.
Oh, that motion
It's
blur
also
thing,
why.
right?
No.
Oh.
Have you ever seen a cartoon and pause it on a frame and have the faces look
Really
insane?
messed up, yes. That image of Genie
That's
is burned in my face.
that's sometimes caused by them going, you know what, we'll only make 16. We'll only draw 16 of the frames, and then we'll just get the computer to mush some of them.
Huh. Yeah, I think back when I used to watch anime, I watched this one scene where I think it was that Naruto thing where there was this final fight against the bad guy, and his face just stretched out. That was weird.
Yep. But yeah, so yeah, and apparently, a bunch of people have literally done that on the internet. They've basically just done assorted things to give his movies high frame rates.
I mean, if it works, it
Well,
works.
there we go. There's literally it's the same guy. What if Jason the Argonauts had smoother stop motion? Well, let me open that up in the background and have a look.
If it's the one, I think. Yeah, it really.
Yeah, it's really choppy. The anime. Yep. Oh yeah. Add some smoothing. Yeah, 8 times. Yeah, it looks a lot better when you smooth out the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the technology of the day versus what we can do now. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Imagine
Like
the
just making it 8 times smoother makes a massive difference.
Imagine the creativity and drive of people from back in the day with today's technology.
Mm.
Holy shit.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Well, here's the thing: it's the limits that made it good.
Yeah. Unironically.
Yeah, unironically, because they had to. Yeah, exactly. Prime says, I think those are called smear frames, a small cheat to not have to make all frames during motion. Or during animation in general. But yeah, they smear them, and that's where you end up with weird crap.
Yep.
Mhm.
But it definitely smooths things out a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the final film itself may have been 24 frames per second, but I guarantee they did not shoot 24 frames of stop motion per second of footage.
No, I doubt that.
For some reason, the number 16 does come to mind, and that's probably because it's a factor of 4. Because both 24 and 16 are factors of 4, and then I think is that it? Is that true?
What,
If you're
16
asking,
and 24? Yes.
if you're asking
Yes.
math in my presence, then you will not.
It's 1 a.m. I'm allowed to not do math good, but close enough.
I mean, you can have a brain damage. You can have brain damage and still do better math than me. I mean, unless you owe me money, then I'm suddenly really good at math.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like a lot of things say, transform through stop motion animation at the impressive rate of 24 frames per second. I'm still not convinced that the actual stop motion was done at that frame rate.
well,
It might
I
have
think
been, but I remain to be convinced.
I think what they did was, they just, it was frame by frame, but they took and the movements were so small that you could actually get it to 24 frames per minute.
What is the average
20
FPS
seconds.
for claymation? Is one of the options. Oh, it's 30 pictures per second of video. No, I guarantee you, no one doing claymation is doing 30 frames.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they'll be doing 15, and then they'll be smearing it.
Guys, which color do you prefer for a turban? Similar to the belt or the robe?
I can't really distinguish them well enough
Yeah.
at the moment.
One is slightly bluer.
I would almost make it match with the robe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what the most of the drawings do, is match the robe.
Yeah, then we do that.
So, to be consistent. Well, what did you do on the previous piece of merch drawing that goes with this? Do that.
Yeah.
Then I'm doing that.
So at least make sure they work together.
I mean, this is the first time I technically draw him below the torso, so full body sultans, everybody.
Yeah, as Prime says, 16 frames, then have actors fight at half speed, then match the movement in post. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Harryhausen did.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's still impressive for the 60s.
Yeah.
But
Sultan have wares if you have koi.
the motion definitely does not hold out. And there was also that weird side-to-side rocking they did, which is just always weird. Because they wanted to add motion, but walking is hard.
Yes. Huh.
Should we have golden pieces on the AK-50?
No, you should put wood furniture on it.
Yes.
It's a bit too
I
late
think what they do now for walking is they use mechanical rigs. So that are geared appropriately, and then they just paint them green and go, computer, make not shit. Or they'll do hidden things. They'll be like a tiny stick up into the feet, and then there's I have no idea what it's called, but there is a gearing system that you can do that mimics human walking. That you can then stick it on.
I think.
And I mean, there's some toy. You can even get like toys / sculptures that do that, and they're designed so that you turn the crank or it's battery powered or something, and then it looks like they're actually walking because it moves it at the correct ratios. Because you've got 3 circles that need to move in the correct relationship for each leg.
They have a good relationship.
Apparently, Ramshackle Otter did animation module at uni and had to do a full. Her mate had a full animation degree, and they made create 24 frame per second. No bad frames allowed.
Oh,
wow!
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you can do it with a digital camera
Mm-hmm.
rather than having to just take a piece of film. Yeah, fuck walk sequences. But yeah, but actually, let me see if I can. Got you gearing? Is that what I'm after? I'm not after those stupid strand beasts that just look like crap, though.
Mm. Well, I hate to do it, guys, but I do need to get on with my day.
That's all right. Thank you for joining, dude.
It's been fun as always, and I'll catch you next go around.
Yes.
Radio, sir.
I think I'll
All right,
finish.
gentlemen.
Goodbye, dude. Thank you for being here.
Yep.
Let's see. I think I have to. Yeah, I'll do the flats, and then I'll have to finish up here because I got some packing to do.
Pat has decided he wants to finish off the food in his bowl. He must actually be hungry today. Excellent.
Oh, good. Not being a needy bitch.
Yes, lick the chrome off the bowl, cat.
That's healthy for you.
Yeah, I keep telling. I do have one cat that will literally lick the stainless off the steel.
Oh.
I say literally in the figurative sense.
Yeah.
Otter says, yeah, digital rostrum camera, and people would dare open the door of the studio. Oh, fuck. Wafting air in that would move stuff, actual hell, and then I discovered After Effects.
I respect that. That people actually put effort into doing shit like that. Hard work, soul crushing, but the people actually do it and do it well deserve credit.
Mm-hmm.
In case you couldn't tell, I'm a big fan of animation. Let's see. So yeah, this will probably be finished next art stream, I suppose. So
yeah,
because
so in about 3 weeks ish.
Yes, 3 weeks. So 12th of June ish, I think. I'll be back, and then I guess we'll schedule an art check within that week.
Excellent.
And while I'm away, we are going to be posting some freshly recorded Simply Sketchies.
Yes, we have some pre-recorded comment coming up for while Trym's off being boaty.
Yes.
No, I hadn't. It'll look crap with gold.
I'm gonna do it gray and black. Call me a cop-out if you want, but easy.
Yeah, needs to look silver. And Prime says he helped a friend move on Saturday. 3 Navy cats just walked in and watched. Oh, that's great.
I like cats. Cats are.
There you are. Help.
Let's see.
I have an opinion, Trym.
Yes.
There are 4 types of people: people that like dogs, people that like cats, people that like cats and dogs, and sociopaths.
Yes.
If you don't like cats or dogs, you're a sociopath.
Yes. Hell, my dad, who hates cats, loves dogs, so you know.
Mm-hmm. But you have to like one of them.
Yes.
If you don't like either, sociopath.
Yep. You are the problem.
Like I said, Ramshackle, sociopath.
Can I do metallics? Well, I've done some.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out next time on Track Scribbles.
Well,
Roll credits.
yeah. Oh man, it would be fun having a stupid theme song.
Yeah.
I wonder how much Robert Renato would take paid for that.
I mean, but you already have a theme song?
I do. An intro sequence, an outro sequence is pretty
Yeah.
fucking neat. Made by the
Yeah.
Stoa group.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to those fellas for a
The
while.
Major says, "Do you like cats? No. Do you like gods? Do you like dogs? No. You're fired. Also, have a gun. Get out."
Oh,
Accurate.
oh dear. Or if you're an alphabet agent.
Like I said, Trym, sociopaths.
Yes. Fucking ugh.
Oh, well done, cat. But something's on the floor now, thanks to the cat.
Oh no.
At least it's not broken.
That's good.
Cat, you have to eat it all, man.
At least it didn't come out of the cat, right?
This time, yes. But no, the cat's knocked it all on the floor, and now he has to eat it all.
Great.
I insist. Cat, if you're gonna knock it on the fucking floor, you need to eat it.
Oh boy, cats are interesting creatures.
No, it did not chunder in the router again, had it? Fucking cat.
Man, those were some interesting days.
Yep. At least the internet has seemed to be working so far. Knock on.
Yeah,
It's technically wood, but it's shit wood.
Yeah. No,
The desk is made of garbage chipboard. It's fucking awful. One of these days I need to build myself a new desk. But what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to get those ridiculously heavy wheels, the ones that are like 2.5 inches wide. And so that when I need to get behind the bloody desk, it's just a matter of unlocking the wheels and pulling it away from the wall.
Man, it would be cool to have like a no. No. I'd much rather have a no, can't even say that. God damn it.
To take an emergency walk away, Trym. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, a minute or two at the most.
Go ahead. I'll try to entertain these poor people with my presence alone. Guess I'm sorry, guys. Don't worry, Besic will be back. He's just gonna go get some cigarettes and milk. Don't worry. He'll be back. Ah, fucking sniffles. God damn it. So, let's see. I always like to give teeth a shade of yellow because, well, kind of realistic in one thing and also easier to shade and add lighting to. Also, I'm a lazy bastard, so, you know, that's the thing. Let's see here. Hopefully you'll all do well when I'm away. Don't set anything on fire or, you know, making it too many confusing references. So when I get home,
I am back.
Yay, he's back. Oh god.
I don't have milk or cigarettes, but I do have another cat to eat what the first cat knocked over.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Eat it, damn you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Constantly beg for food, and then when there's some knocked on the floor, you won't have anything to do with it.
Why, they are of a higher pedigree, and they're above such barbarian.
Yep, he's getting into it now.
Oh, now it's okay.
Yeah. It's just going to go into the bin if they don't eat it all anyway, so they might as well clean up some of it.
Fair enough.
Little bastards.
Oh boy, cats, when humans willingly became slaves to a different animal.
I just like went for cigarettes, actually came back out of the year. Wait till you see the paternity test. I'm going to be out of here like Maury's playing for flight tickets.
Shots fired. Let's see, and the slightly reddish eyes, because the Sultan has seen some shit, and he needs to cope with some strong shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Sultan's definitely seen a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Sold a lot of shit, too.
Oh, yeah. But can we say how? Probably not.
Through perfectly legal, legitimate, and fully licensed means.
Yes, like what he's trying to show off here. Show off, nothing else.
Well, just remember that said item he is attempting to show off is legal and created by someone who's fully licensed to make and possess such thing.
Yep. Bolt action, nothing illegal here.
Yep.
Never. We wouldn't do such a thing. No, 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 no.
There.
Ever. Do you hear
Magic
this?
says he's off to get coffee. Hope to get back before you're done. Oh, well, but you better have a good kettle then, Magic.
Yeah, I mean, I might be able. He might be able to make it. I believe in him.
You bereave.
I believe. Let's see. Wait a minute. Maybe I can.
Trym bereaves.
Maybe I can save some things here. When I saw her face, I'm a Bariba.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Jesus. That's a song. That's a song.
It's definitely a song, alright.
Alright, this can be for the metal part. I think.
Prime wants to know what you did for Independence Day.
Well, ended pretty much just hung out with my family. Went to see a little bit of a parade. Really nice. Pleasant. Got to hang out with a nephew, which is always nice. That little shit has brightened my situation immeasurably. If you're not gonna
Yes.
become a dad, become a embrace when your brothers or sisters become parents, because it's just the sweetest fucking thing. And yes, I am spamming Bezek and everyone else with the copious amounts of baby videos.
It's okay, Trym. I'll send your mum an email and tell her that you want her to introduce you to some of her friends' kids.
Huh?
I'm gonna tell your mum to set you up with someone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not you two.
Yes, me too.
God damn it.
Get a woman, Trym.
No. They're scary.
Get a woman. Make baby. I know they're scary. They're fucking horrifying.
Yeah, so why don't you do it then?
I live in Australia. There
Oh.
are no women here.
Oh, fair enough. God, I was close saying something else there. Good thing. Holy fuck.
Oh shit. Yeah, good thing you didn't.
It's so... God damn it, dude. Why do you have to live in such a hellhole? All the good jokes, man. Fuck.
Oh
Oh,
Prime
Jesus.
says you should have died under Sweden, all that oil.
We'll keep our oil. Cope and seethe, Sweden. You shouldn't have let us
Sweden used to have an empire. What the fuck happened?
Do you want the actual event or do you want it a joke?
Of course I don't want the actual truth.
I mean, if you want to get depressed. You see, Sweden invented this thing called surströmming, and it just went downhill from there.
And in response, they were the rest of the world declared war on them.
Yeah, we kind of they were actually becoming the superior nation on Earth. Then they invented surströmming, which was considered a breach of the ancient form of the Geneva Convention, and all countries went to war.
It was a violation of the code of honor.
Yes. You tried to murder us with chemical weaponry. How dare you? Let's see. So, Bezek, what do you think about the myth of the noble savage? Just as an analysis. This is not a meme or anything. This is, generally,
The name.
your genuine
What do I
opinion.
think about the noble savage?
Yes.
Well, I think that the whole concept is flawed.
Yeah.
Because it starts from a supposition and works backwards.
Mm-hmm.
It starts from a conclusion and works backwards.
Which is
It does. It also doesn't take into account anything. It basically just goes. It's like advanced Ludditism. All forms of technology, including agriculture, are bad. That's what the frigging noble savage is. It's everything after the invention of agriculture is shit.
yeah. Oh boy.
uh,
Let's see.
so yeah, does that answer your question?
I'm satisfied with the answer.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess we'll do a brighter one here.
Ask me again on the next time you're hanging around on a Sunday.
Yes, I will. Guys, if you're here next time I'm on the Sultans, remind me to ask. Let's see.
Otto asks, why haven't any of you single guys got with Maureen or Sophie? Breed for heaven's sakes.
Have you met Maureen?
Also, I don't think I could stand to be in a room with Sophie. The other problem is, why the fuck would I want to move to Europe? Please explain how that's an improvement over my current situation. I need an American woman.
Here's the answer, Bezek. You don't.
Exactly. Trym is more geographically appropriate, but
Geographically,
I don't think that much autism
maybe.
should be combined.
Yeah, geographically, yes, but I have a few demands if it comes to having a woman, and it includes a lot of needs for self-improvement. It's a lot of personal qualifications, and
Basically, you need a woman to slap you into being a good man.
in a way, kind of, yeah. I'm not an easy person to be with. Like, there are jokes, yes, we do meme here, but I genuinely have more negative attributes than positive, so I really need to work on myself more before I even fucking try to put
Oh,
myself
well,
out there.
how's it go? My standards exclude any woman that'd ever be interested in me.
Yep. Low key, kinda, yeah.
Not even low key. That's just straight up true.
Yeah.
I'm a fat all-time carer who likes guns and is to the right of Stalin. Where the fuck do you see my prospects going in Australia?
I think they are what's called non-existent.
Exactly. Yeah, Arden says Bez with the Groucho Marx position. Damn right.
Oh man. Nah, it's my life's a bit
do
too
you
much
know
of a
what?
mess yet.
Yeah, well, do you know what that reference is, though?
Have not a single clue.
So, Groucho Marx was once offered. I think it was once offered to be a member of an exclusive club, and he said that doesn't want anything to do with the kind of place that let him in.
Oh. That's a level of self-insight. Holy shit. Man, that's if that's not a typical man thing, then I don't know. You know, self-destructive self-insight in a way.
Yeah. But unironically, it's like I know I need to lose weight and reassess when I'm fit and sexy. But yes. unironically, what the fuck is wrong with the kind of woman who stands or fall in this live?
Exactly.
Oh, I see. You have 3 kids called John, and you tell them apart by surname. Excellent.
Oh, yeah, that's. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. My brother's current wife has 2 daughters from previous relationship where the guy was an abusive fucking asshole, and
Yep.
now they're married. The youngest of the 2 daughters, who essentially got introduced to my brother when she was
Yeah.
kind of a
Here's the
baby.
thing, though,
Yeah.
Trym. I barely want kids of my own.
Yes.
I sure as shit don't want some other losers.
Understandable.
Tim, what in the fuck are you drawing on that side?
What?
What is going on with the sight on that
I don't
rifle?
know. What do you want me to add to it? I have no idea.
No, but the question is, what the fuck have you added to it?
It's a thing. It's a fucking thing.
There you go.
I know it's not a red dot. I just forgot how it looks like. So it's either I'm gonna give it the blue lens treatment, or I'm just gonna add
Also,
a red
Tim, could
thing.
you at least put the blue thing and the red thing in the same plane of perspective?
Per what now?
Yeah, I thought no. Nobody look too hard.
Let's see. Man, now it bothers me too. Fucking hell, this.
Um, I may not be an artist, but I can see perspective like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll see what I can do. Hopefully I can fix this. Hopefully. We shall see.
Fine. What were we talking about? Yes, it's like requirements I have for a woman. Must weigh less than me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a fat fucks, and that still excludes a lot of women. What else? Must be at least willing to consider the prospect of kids. Must not already have kids. And now that we've done eliminated 90% of the Australian population,
Jesus.
must not be crazy. Or at least must not be crazier than me.
In Australia. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Can't be a communist. Must align with me vaguely politically. At least on the same side of Stalin.
Yeah. That should be too difficult. Ah, shit. It's Australia.
Australia, yeah. These people have never lived under communism. They don't know how bad it is.
No. You should get a Polish chick.
Australia is about 10 years behind the US on all social ills.
Oh.
So,
Too, huh?
yeah.
Norway as well.
And Ramshackle says, there are so many great guys out there, not the women to match. I'm so sorry. We appreciate your sympathy. Now, if you could kindly do us a favour and start slapping other women until they stop acting like crazy bitches.
Shame is an effective
Because we're
weapon.
not allowed to do it because that's gendered violence.
Yeah. The woman-on-woman violence, on the other hand, is a joke. It's a joke,
Yeah.
YouTube. I swear.
Yes, that is a joke.
Since I'm not a lesbian, I cannot make that joke.
But more seriously, there are 2 things, massive things that need to change to adjust. And this will probably get taken out the wrong way and our context. We aren't talking about the problems with men. We discussed those in great details on different events. There's lots of problems with the state of men. But for women in particular, 1, men need to stop putting up with their bullshit. And 2, women need to start slapping hoes again.
Yeah. Men should be allowed to beat up other dudes, and women should be allowed to slap other women. Standards.
Well, you should be allowed to smack any cunt who deserves it, but
yeah.
That then gets into the problems of defining deserve. Though I think a lot of problems in society could be resolved with a gentle, tender, loving, compassionate ass kicking.
Dude, holy shit! That's something I would have needed as a kid, dude. Because it builds character, and also it helps you handle pain. It is kind of necessary.
Mhm.
I didn't start building a tolerance for pain until like
It's like when when the government's or the media or that kind of political activists are like, men need to step up. And it's like, well, you made it illegal to step up the way we used to.
yeah.
Because it used to be that if a dude hit a woman, we'd jump on his head. But then you made that illegal. So what the fuck do you want us to do now?
Yeah. Let's see. What kind of color do you want me to add here then, Bezic?
Um, to which
On
the
the
lens itself should probably be a lightish mid-range green, and then a red dot in the center of it.
Alrighty then. Let's see.
I'm not sure why we've put a red dot on top of our scope, but fuck it, it's is technically a thing.
I mean, it's kind of a homage to Herrera because of his cursed gun reviews.
Hmm. I mean, I have seen scopes that have a proper scope and then a lower powered optic.
Let's see.
Though
Let's
I
put,
imagine that ranging that in would be fun.
yes. Let's see. So a green like
Zeroing it, that's the word.
a green like this, right? Or grayer, maybe.
Think more sci-fi.
Uh, sort of like that shit. What about this? Ah,
You'll probably yeah, that's probably better.
nice.
And then
And for red dots, I should have an effect one here. Let's see.
yeah, watching Trym play with his tools. But
Yeah.
yes, just one right in the center.
There we go. Yeah, that'll. Then
Okay.
I'll mess around with this
Ooh,
one as.
that's not bad. It's not bad.
No. I'll mess around a bit more with it when I'm done because this is sort of my
Yeah, materials are annoying. They always look like garbage until you add shading
exactly.
and
So,
lighting.
but I'm
No
having
matter
it
what you
there
do.
just for reference sake, and I'll add shines, I'll add things later, but shading and lighting will happen first. And I guess with that, we have concluded the technically technically second
Just
part.
ignore that. Well, just ignore that the scope looks like it's pointing 27 degrees left of the barrel of the rifle.
Yeah, actually, this is according to the image that
It's
I
set for
copied.
extreme windage.
Yes. Well, the thing is, so this is fuck what's it called? It's traced. It's heavily fucking traced.
Hmm.
The scope as well.
Yeah,
Everything here is traced.
cool. Okay, then it must just be a weird perspective on the picture, but
Yeah.
it works.
Yep. I think the camera angle was kind of fucked on this one.
Yeah. Sultan has wares if you have coin.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake, come here, cat.
Kitty cat. Well, like that, we have almost finished it. So turns out this will be technically a three-parter because we did a sketch on the previous one. We'll see what happens after next one. I might just after finishing this, if there's time next, I might just do some random sketches. But shading and lighting is what takes the most time in any job I do. So
Yeah, and shiny materials need a lot of time shading and lighting.
oh yeah, it's oh boy. Gold is one thing, but doing metal composed of two different pieces, that is gonna be something.
Yeah.
And not to mention that the rubber plastic like aspects need to fit as well.
Yeah, I picked up the cat to get him out of the mischief he was in, and now he's being all cuddly, but he cuddles with his teeth.
It's a love tap. Thank you, Ardent. Well, I would like to say to everyone, thank you for joining me here. I'm happy to have been able to actually stream on a somewhat regular basis. Thank you, Bleach, and thank you, Besic, for joining me here.
Welcome.
Looking forward to next time, which will be in around 3.5 weeks time. I'll be back doing another stream. Until then, I would like to reference you to my store, my Ko-fi, and also reference to the Sultans of Chaudelet, whose merch I'm currently drawing. Every Saturday, European time, every Saturday, 3 o'clock, unless Besek decides to change time. I think you had
Yes, I may start indexing it to GMT rather than London because I need an extra day, and the Americans don't want to get up at 7 on a Saturday.
Yeah, which is fair.
So I'll discuss that, and it may happen shortly.
Links,
You're asking a lot. You're asking a lot, Ardent.
links are in the description below.
And yes, as Ardent points out, we now have a reference for the height of the Sultan.
Yes, he looks small, but he isn't. He's wide. Hello, Stormy. You came just at the fucking end of the stream.
Stormy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ardent's going to go play with his wood on camera soon. You might enjoy that.
Yeah. If you love watching men play with their wood on camera, just you don't have to go to the orange tubes. Just go to Arden's channel. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And also, Stormy, I hope by the way, there's a donation because Stormy has a beautiful smile that needs to be what's the proper word? Needs to be healed properly.
That needs to be shined up.
Yep. Needs a little bit of a shining, a little bit of wax, a little bit of polish. So Ardent, yeet the link here because you have the spanner, so you can do it. So before I close the stream, put down the link. If by any means you guys can actually give anything or just spread the link around, because let's just be honest, Stormy is a wonderful and beautiful person, and she has a smile that lights up the room. So
Yep.
we need
It
to
makes
fix
you wonder
that.
what she's doing with Ardent.
Exactly.
What? Nothing.
Oh, that's fun.
Ardent's gonna hit me later.
Oh, he will. At least he'll try. Maybe he'll woodcut a figure of you and then beat it. Who knows? Well, and yeah, you can just go to Gives and Go, fixing Stormy's smile. There you go. Here's the link. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So
Go check out the link.
everyone, give that one a look. Prioritize that before any merch, because money might be tight in Norway for some reason, but they need it more than me. Okay.
Yes.
So then, I wish you all a very wonderful day. Again, thank you all for being here. Ardent, Stormy, LGM, Ramshackle Otter, nice having you here. I don't know if it's the first time because I have the memory of a goldfish, but thank you for arriving. Prime Knight, this is Mediger. Marku, Callum, Little Green Martian. Is that everyone? Bleach Shaman?
I hope so.
I think so. Scrolling up here, trying to be subtle. James Craig as well. I think that's it. If I haven't
Did we
mentioned...
get Callum popped in to say hi?
Yes.
And of course, did we say Maureen? We'll pretend we said Maureen.
Yes, and Maureen too, of course. Well, everybody, have a wonderful day, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.